James Houston has been activated from the injured reserve. Praise God. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you for hanging out. James Houston, one of our pivotal pass rushing players here on the Lions, who has been absent since Seattle, is finally back in action. Now, granted, we do not know if he, long story short, Julian Okwara gets waived, which I'm not going to shed any tears over because Julian Okwara has done nada for the Lions. However, James Houston is a pivotal player, as I said, a guy who just has really made a name for himself. And he made that name for himself last year against Buffalo on Thanksgiving Day. And we have not seen him all year since week 2. I do believe. Now, with him being activated from the injured reserve, the Lions took their sweet baby nectar time with him before getting him back out here. And now that he is activated, we still don't know if he will be a go this Sunday. However, I gotta believe that the Lions, who saved him until this point and feel good about him coming back, are making room on our roster for him because he's good to go. It's just gotta be, and I believe back in like November or early December, we had reporters asking James Houston, hey man, are you gonna be ready? Like, you feel like you're gonna be ready for playoffs? And he was like, yeah, I should be ready, should be good to go. So the fact that we did not see him last week against the Rams and we waited an entire extra week, you don't know, man. You might not even be around for the next week. And here we are. We get the Bucs at home. And this is pivotal because James Houston, one of the biggest things, we beat the Bucs earlier this year, 20-6. And where did a lot of that come from? Where did that win come from? It came from Baker not being great and struggling. Now, I'm not saying what C.J. Gardner-Johnson said. Okay, everybody just calm down. But Baker had an off game. He did not look great. And now since then, the Bucs have started to roll. They were getting better. They have gotten better and better, obviously, to the point where they're in the divisional round against us. However, we need something else. We need to apply some pressure to the QB. Aiden Hutchinson can't do it all on his own. Josh Pascal, we need James Houston back. And so here we are in the nick of time. James Houston being activated from the IR. This is key, because this is an area where we have only just struggled. And being able to get Houston back at this point, at this time, man, this is Gandalf coming on top of the hill with the Rohirrim at Helm's Deep. First light on the 5th day, look to the east.
Look to my coming at first light on the 5th day.
This is Gandalf showing up with Éomer on top of the hill, riding down on the hill. We need this piece. This is the last defensive piece that we were missing, because obviously C.J. Gardner-Johnson went down, then Aleem McNeil went down, and also James Houston. We have gotten 2 of those 3 pieces back. Here is the 3rd. Let's apply some pressure to Baker and make the guy miss some throws. We gotta get this. This is pivotal. I cannot stress enough how important this is. And while we're on the topic of the defense, I don't know how many of you guys saw the hot mic of Matt Stafford calling out Kirby Joseph. Yeah, you know what? Let's just play it. Let me just play for you. This is the play where Kirby Joseph hit Higbee in the thigh, and I believe it tore his ACL.
Celebration by Kirby Joseph either.
Hey, that's a good hit. You dirtiest. You know it. You dirtiest. It's been on tape. I've seen it. Hey, it's been on tape.
That's what we call a hospital pass, Matt, because I know you love being called Matt. That's a hospital pass. Maybe you shouldn't have thrown the ball there. I'm just saying. To the point where even Dan Campbell came and backed up Kirby Joseph, because Kirby Joseph after the game had some stuff to say and was like, listen, never intentional, not aiming to hurt somebody. This is how we're taught to hit. This is where the ball was thrown. This is just what it is. What do you want, Stafford? For Kirby Joseph to let him catch the ball and wait and then, try to drag him down to the ground after? Don't throw the ball there. Jeez, oh, Pete. Man, this is where all my love for Stafford has been and was gone the moment he was traded to LA and just said, nope, you're not my QB anymore. You're not QB1. I do not care. And if you're gonna moan about it, maybe don't throw the ball there. That's all I got to say about that. Hey, Lions, Bucs this weekend. Tomorrow we'll cover it. I'll put out a full video where we break it down, what we see coming here, especially if we hear any more about James Houston. But for now, that is just what I want to let you know. Everybody get amped. I'll tell you what, man. It has been a fun week in seeing all of the different people in every walk of life, in my life going to work and whatnot, the amount of people wearing Lions gear, driving on I-75, giving people the classic honk honk if you're happy. I don't know if that's what you call it. Me showing off all my Lions gear while they're driving. It's been wild. It's been freaking wild. It's been incredible. Cannot wait for this game. Keep the energy up if you were going to that game, if you're going to the game this weekend. But we'll talk about it tomorrow. For now, let's all just remember James Houston. Ayo, Mayor.